Day two. Man. Um, so I just finished my hour meditation this morning, and the biggest thing I realized is when you decide to make a change, there is going to be massive, massive resistance from many sources. First of which is going to be your own mind. Resistance will come in the form of excuses and rationalizations on why you shouldn't do something. With this past session that just ended, I was vividly aware of all the excuses that pop into my head on why I shouldn't do something. And I was able to get a little perspective on that and realize that it's just it's really just fear at the end of the day. I think when you get quiet enough, you really deep down feel a call to do something. I don't think we're here on accident. I don't want to get too metaphysical here, but there's a reason you're alive. There's something working through you, and our resistance to this force, or this gift that we are to give and spread to other people, this resistance is what causes us so much trouble. And I really do think it all comes from fear. One of my favorite quotes is by Marianne Williamson, and it goes like this: our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And there's a lot more to that quote, but that part in particular has always stuck with me. We're not scared necessarily of not being enough. We're scared of, what if we are so much more than we think we are? What if our potential is limitless? I think we're so scared of stepping into our power because it will mean letting go of who we imagine ourselves to be. It'll mean letting go of our old story. It might mean letting go of relationships, or changing our relationships to certain people, to certain habits, to certain things. So it can be terrifying. But I've come to the point in my life where I've realized it's not even about me anymore. I need to get over myself and understand that something is trying to work through me. I have gifts that I'm meant to share with other people. And I was on a final call with my coach, mentor, Simon, yesterday, and he shared a quote from his mentor that really, really stuck with me, which is, think about how many people's lives you are fucking over by not sharing your gift. And that really, really, really stuck with me. Our culture is so obsessed with achieving personal success. And for the longest time, that's always what I've been thinking about, is how to achieve success for myself. But now that I'm changing my intention and my vision towards what I can give, it is so much easier to motivate myself on my hard days, because there's something so much bigger than me, than my ego at play here. And when I shared a video about bullying a couple weeks ago, someone had reached out to me and said, they had been thinking about killing themselves and they had suicidal thoughts. And the video I shared was a turning point for them, and they were able to cry and release emotions and just really process things that had happened. And it was able to pivot their life from thinking about suicide to maybe thinking about healing. And that response from that person really, really humbled me, and it made me realize that we have so much more value and purpose here than we realize. And by not showing up, and by distracting ourselves, and by playing small, not only are we causing ourselves problems like, anxiety and depression and low self-worth, a lot of that is self-created. Not only are we creating these issues for ourselves, but we are robbing the people around us and other people in this world of a necessary spark that they may need to turn their lives around. So that Marianne Williamson quote, she says, at the end of it, she says, who are you to play small? Right? Like, it's not, if you choose to play small, you're not only fucking over yourself, you're fucking over people around you and all the countless people you could impact if you would just step into your power and have the courage to truly share your gift with others. So there's going to be a lot of resistance, but you owe it to yourself and you owe it to other people to stop playing small. If this resonates with you, please do what you can in the moment, one day at a time, to just stop playing small. It can be just one decision, just the decision to do something you've been putting off, to reach out to someone, to open up. Anything you know you should do deep in your soul but you haven't been doing, please find the courage to do so. We need it. The world needs it. I don't mean this to be a judgment on anyone at all. I just wanted to share what came up for me today, and that is that we all play so small. I play so small. And the impact of doing so reaches far beyond myself. So, peace out, guys. And I will see you tomorrow.